meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone to the May 12, 2026 Port Clinton City Council regular scheduled meeting in the Hartlock Chambers at Port Clinton City Hall. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent reflection for those reflecting in this
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Beth Gilman.
Present.
Richard Morgan.
I'm here.
Carmen Dapp.
Here.
Avery Robinson.
Here.
Kathy King.
Here.
Pat Hovis. Here. Jerry Trolley.
Excused. Council, you previously received the April 28, 2026 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you.
I missed Jerry.
Mr. Robertson. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robertson to approve the April 28, 2026 regular meeting minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. Motion carries. The minutes are hereby adopted. The chair notes that certification has been made regarding compliance with the rules and notifications of this meeting. We have no guest presentation, no public comment. Move on to officers, executive officers reports. Council, for its second reading tonight is ordinance 17-26. Administration has asked that if council so chooses that be passed on its second reading as it is time sensitive. As everyone can see, I have two wreaths up here. It is National Police Week, and myself and the mayor and some other people attended the police memorial that was at Allen Clay Joint Fire District today, hosted by the Juneau Police Department. It was very nice. If you've ever been to one, you should attend. They move them around. Each department hosts at different times, but it was very nice. That is all I have. I'll move on to the mayor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. The program for today's festivities is with the President of Council, if you'd like to take a look at that. Yes, as was mentioned, this is Law Enforcement Memorial Week, with the culmination on the 15th of every year, a large ceremony in Washington, D.C. The two wreaths that you see in front of you are representative of the four wreaths that were presented at the luncheon meeting today. And I just would like to read the names of the fallen law enforcement officials from Ottawa County. They are also memorialized at Friendship Park in downtown Port Clinton. Patrolman William Hetrick from Clay Township, end of watch July 10th, 2000. Deputy Bruce Metler from the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office, end of watch December 9th, 1983. Sergeant Robert Rigoni from the Port Clinton Police Department, end of watch December 9th, 1983. Dispatcher Mike Sweeney from the Put-in-Bay Police Department, end of watch December 9th, 1983. And Marshal Frank Robble from the Marblehead Police Department, end of watch November 27th, 1920. Again, we ask that you keep those fallen officers and every officer in your thoughts and prayers as we move through. And if you come across an officer this week or anytime, please extend your hand and thank them for their service to the community. It's something, people that run towards danger when everyone else is running away. So with that, let's move on to other business. The Mayfly lights, that was a question at last city council meeting. Finalize the on and off, if you will, of those lights. The week of May 25th, the lights will be turned off after Memorial Day weekend, and the lights will go on prior to July 4th. So the hope is to turn them off after Memorial Day, turn them on before the 4th of July. If we see that the swarms are still coming, let's hope they're not, we do have the ability to extend that July 4th, but it was a request of the police chief to make sure the holidays had the lights on. If you've driven down Madison Street, you've probably noticed that the district is getting set up. The first official concert is the 21st, which is next Thursday. Prior to that 8 p.m. concert, 7 p.m. concert. There will be a brief ceremony. As you may recall, the stage is being dedicated to Tracy Colsman. Again, that event starts at 6:30. Personal congratulations to the class of 2026. They will graduate at True Lake Stadium, weather permitting, on this Sunday, the 17th. Last week was the school district Bike to School. I wasn't able to attend. I was out of town on day job stuff. But Mrs. Shanker, with the help of the folks from Moke, Ohio, participated by driving a Moke and escorting a couple of kids through the route. I'm proud to announce Mrs. Chafee and Mr. Sass drove around town last week. They found fewer high grass notices than they drove around. Congratulations.
Yeah, we didn't hit anybody.
They searched the community and found significantly fewer high grass notices. She is in the process right now of sending out the notices to those property owners that they are in violation of the ordinance. There are a few others that have popped up, and we had a conversation before tonight's meeting that she's going to check them out, do what she needs to do to record them, and send that information out. Council, in front of you, you all have at your place setting the 4th of July festivities for this year. I want to send a big thank you out to the organizing committee to make this event just like it has been in the past. As you may recall, I mentioned this a while back. Because it's the 250th, we did a few extra things. Some very generous donors stepped up to the plate. This year's fireworks display will be in the neighborhood of $20,000, which is more than double what it's been in the past. So that's a wonderful thing. The exchange visitors are starting to arrive. May 1st started exchange visitors. I happened to run into a couple of kids from Jamaica the other day. I, in my day job, have 2 here right now from Thailand, and I've been communicating with other known employers. So if you see the kids around town, they love to speak English. They want to meet people. Just stop them and say hi. Ask them how their day's going. They'll get a big kick out of it. Because it is springtime, it is also door-to-door sales season. Just a friendly reminder to everyone in this room and listening on the internet that door-to-door salespeople must be registered with the City of Port Clinton through the auditor's office. So if you have someone come to your door, ask them for their permit. If they do not have one, if it's during the daytime, during regular business hours, direct them to the City Hall. If not, it's okay to call the police department. Not the emergency number 911, but the 419-734-3121 number. Police will track them down, make sure that they stop and get registered. So with that, unless anyone has any questions, Madam President, that concludes my report for this evening. Yes, sir.
Does that include, for the sales, does that include people say, I'd like to talk to you about your electric bill?
That's exactly what it's all about.
Okay. I don't get any Fuller Brushman anymore.
Yeah.
I would like to mention, just because I'm self-promoting, I know there's good musicians downtown on June 13th, July 17th, and August 28th. June 13th, Water Street is on the big stage. It means we get paid for it. Someone does our sound. And then on the Riverfront Live, Water Street's there July 17th, and the Morgans are there August 28th. I'll remind you as we get closer.
And thank you for, I didn't mention this in my report, but there is a complete list starting the 21st all the way through Labor Day on the Chamber of Commerce and the Main Street Facebook page. And you'll see them posted in various spots around town as well. A complete list of entertainment.
Thank you. Move on to auditor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Council, good to be with you all. Earlier today, you received by email the financial report from the auditor's office for April 2026. Please review it, and I'm always happy to answer any questions that you may have. Also circulating is a sheet that looks like this, that's partially completed, titled Certified List of Governing Body. All members that are present could add your mobile number and add your signature to it. We'd appreciate it. This is pertaining to USDA reporting for the road project from last year. And that's all I have, Madam President. Unless anyone has any questions, I'm happy to entertain them.
Any questions for Mr. Beal? Okay. Treasurer's report. I believe Ms. Chafee has that.
As of
of today, excuse me, May 12, 2026, on bed tax, we have currently collected $47,983.88. Excuse me. On the watercraft tax, we have collected $4,275. As I said at the last meeting, please note that those invoices are not due until June 1st, so that will increase. On the, did I literally print the same page twice? I'm sorry, I do not have short-term rental on me because I did not print the correct page.
Okay, thank you. Law director is not with us. Mr. Sands, Safety Service Manager.
Thank you, Madam President. The revetment on Lakeshore Drive, the erosion pad is being extended to the east, to the terminus of that project. So there will be an erosion pad all along there, the whole length of the project. We're continuing to work on the infrastructure. I know there's concern. You probably get tired of hearing it, but I honestly believe after the conversation today that there will be some things happening probably this fall, which, you know, I know you'd like to have it sooner, but we were with American Structure Point and also Kleinfelder on a Teams meeting, and things are starting to align. I mean, believe it or not. I think the paperwork that Gabe asked you for has to do with the USDA. So there is going to be movement. There's been progress. I'm not going to go any further than that. On the railroad at Jefferson Street, it's more promising than what it was 2 weeks ago, and I think it's going to be all right. But it is moving, even though it's at glacier speed. Trust me that there's nobody working any harder on it than the folks that wanted to see it happen. The street department has been extremely busy mowing grass in the cemetery, weed eating around all the stones. You can envision mowing your yard, and then if you have to trim around a couple of trees or something. Well, I'm not sure how many headstones there are out in the two cemeteries, but they all get trimmed. And so, obviously the grass is growing. So they've been busy. They're setting up the district. It was a little bit concerning, I guess, to me, and disheartening to hear as our employees were working to set that up, that there was some derogatory comments made towards them. You know, they're doing their job, and it's disappointing, and that to hear that, and I think it's totally inappropriate. They're trying to provide a service for the people, and it was just those types of things just aren't necessary. Also, they're doing the street guys are doing the ball fields, and obviously, you know, the softball, baseball, that type of thing's all going on. The last item is something that's exciting. If you notice, the street sweeper hasn't been out. It's been offline for over a month now. It traveled to Eastern Ohio. While it was there, the business basically closed down prior to them looking at it. So from there, it was driven. It was driven from here to, I think, East Canton or North Canton or somewhere in that area. From there, it was driven to Fort Wayne, Indiana. So our street sweeper is going across the state. It's in Fort Wayne now, and it's in the process of being repaired. And you say, well, what's the big deal about a street sweeper? I mean, who really cares? Well, to comply with the EPA requirements as far as for the Clean Water Program, and now with the MS4 program that's coming into effect, the streets have to be clean. You have the gravel, the oil, the trash along the streets. It needs to be picked up and not go into the storm sewers and into the pumps. That gravel is really hard on the pumps. So it's really important that we get the street sweeper back. It's going to be a pricey repair. It's a 2008, but compare what's going to cost to repair it to a good, if there is such a thing as a good used street sweeper or a new one, why this is the direction we decided to go. So it'll probably be a month before we get it back, but we will have it back, and it'll be able to perform what needs to be done. That's basically. Oh, and also thank you from the bottom of my heart, all your concerns, your prayers, your good positive wishes for Molly. She's coming home tomorrow. Not sure what that means for me, but it'll be interesting, and we'll be glad to get her back home, and on the mend. So I do appreciate all your positive thoughts that you offered. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Sass? Okay, we move on to committee reports. Finance, Ms. Otis?
Nothing right now, President.
To bring back to look around. Safety and services, Mr. Troy is not here. Economic and community development, Ms. Gilman?
Nothing tonight, Madam President.
Thank you. Move on to correspondence. Under correspondence, we have the planning commission meeting minutes from April 9, 2026. Does council wish to take any action as to the correspondence?
Madam President, I move we accept the correspondence as presented.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mr. Robinson to accept the correspondence as stated. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Correspondence are hereby adopted.
Madam President,
Yes, Ms. Gilman.
I move we go into executive session to discuss personal matters, compensation of a public employee or official.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. It is now 6:16. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robinson to enter into executive session. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan,
Yep.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Carmen Daft.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. We are now going into executive session. Okay, we are returning from executive session.
Madam
7
President,
p.m.
I
Yes.
make a motion to resume regular session.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robinson to return to regular session. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Carmen Daft.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Thank you. Motion carried by a vote of 6-0. We'll move on with the agenda. We'll move on.
Present, sorry, we have to document time, please.
Oh, I said 7. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear it, I
Okay.
apologize.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Sorry about that. We'll move on with the agenda of readings of ordinances and resolutions. We have no third reading. We'll move on to second reading. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 17-26?
Ordinance number 17-26, an ordinance waiving the residency requirement for the Director of Safety and Service by allowing the Director to reside in Ottawa County or adjoining county and revising and fixing the salary range for the employment position not covered by a collective bargaining agreement and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 17-26?
Madam President,
Mrs. King?
I would like us to take a vote on amending the ordinance, 1726, to read Ottawa County or a 20-mile radius, and remove the adjoining county.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Madam President, point of clarification, 20-mile radius of City Hall?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
As the crow flies,
Yes.
Okay.
always the eagle.
Do you have a second on Mrs. King's motion to amend ordinance 17-26 to eliminate adjoining county and add a 20-mile radius of City Hall? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion?
Okay, so 20 miles, what does that get us? Like, what's
So
I
that's-
don't have a map, so is that,
I mean, it's basically giving us like Sandusky and like, you know,
Fremont.
I'm gonna go get a Sandusky. I know
Sandusky,
that.
Fremont.
Potentially Bellevue.
why restrict it to 20 miles? Like, why not just open it up? But why not just get rid of the 20?
I'm already
radius?
compromising by
I know,
by
I know,
going
by
beyond
adding
the
that.
county.
I know.
So, like, I don't think that was a compromise on my
Yeah.
part, so, you know, that's why.
I understand that.
Okay, any other discussion, questions? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. King, second by Mrs. Gilman to amend the ordinance to eliminate the wording of adjoining county and replace with 20-mile radius of City Hall. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Avery Robinson. I'm sorry. Thank you. Kathy King.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
I gotta come up with an answer, don't I? No.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Carmen Daft.
No.
Pat Hovis.
No.
Okay, motion does not carry by a vote of 2 to 4. So if this,
Further amendments?
this council, so by a vote of 2 to 4, the amendment does not carry. So, does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 17-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Robinson?
I motion that we amend ordinance at 17-26
Okay. To,
with waiving the residency requirement and for the record of safety services.
so, taking out Ottawa County and adjoining.
Taking out Ottawa County and adjoining county and revising and fixing the salary range.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Robinson, seconded by Mrs. Hovis to amend ordinance 17-26 to take out to reside in Ottawa County or adjoining county, correct?
Adjoining county, yes.
Okay. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Carmen Daft.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Can I ever go last?
I wanted him first.
Well, in for a dime, in for a dollar, whatever they say. Yeah, yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes.
Thank you. Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Kathy King.
No.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries by a vote of 5 to 1. Ordinance 17-26 is hereby amended to eliminate the wording to reside in Ottawa County or adjoining county. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 17-26?
Madam President,
Yes.
motion that we waive the emergency clause for ordinance that they.
The 3.
Oh, 3 readings, I'm sorry, waive the 3 readings.
Okay. Thank you. Do I have a second?
A second.
Thank you. Mrs. Gilman, any discussion? Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Robinson, seconded by Mrs. Gilman, to waive the 3 required readings as to ordinance 17-26 as amended. Would the clerk please call the roll? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Carmen Daft.
Yes.
Kathy King. Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 17-26?
Madam President,
Yes, Mrs.
I
Gilman.
move to retain the emergency clause on ordinance 17-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion?
Due to the time sensitivity of this, how long the search might possibly take the mayor and everything that's going on, I just think it's necessary to expedite it in any way we can.
Thank you. Okay. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 17-26 as amended. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Carmen Daft.
Yes. Thank you, motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 17-26?
Madam President,
Yes.
I move to adopt our ordinance at 17-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Hovis. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Robinson, seconded by Mrs. Hovis, to adopt ordinance 17-26 as amended. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Carmen Daft,
Yes.
Kathy King,
No.
Pat Hovis.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yeah.
Motion carries by a vote of 5-1. Ordinance 17-26 as amended is hereby adopted. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only resolution 26-4?
Resolution 26-4, a resolution authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service and auditor to resume grant activities under the City of Port Clinton Urban and Community Forestry Inflation Reduction Act grant award.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to resolution 26-4? Seeing none, resolution 26-4 will be moved to its third reading at the next regular scheduled council meeting on May 26th, 2026. And we have no first readings. We move on to business from the floor. Mr. Morgan?
I'm always first.
One day I'm going to surprise you and you'll be ready to talk.
I'm waiting for that. No, I get one.
Mr. Robinson?
I'd just like to say that I'm not originally from here, and that it kind of like makes me upset that it's being said that people who are living outside of Portland wouldn't care about Portland. I've lived here now for 7 years. I'm originally from Michigan, and I love Portland just as much as anybody in this room. So, thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Avery, but you had me until you said Michigan.
That's what took me there, too. I'm okay with that. Okay, Ms. Lewis?
I'm happy that Molly is doing much better.
Thank you.
Her answer, yes. Nothing else, Madam President.
Ms. Dack?
Nothing to say,
Ms. King?
Avery, I hope that you didn't think that, I was saying that, because that's not what I'm saying. I want, you do live here now, like, you're, so like, it was just about like moving to the area for me. It has nothing to do with not caring for people who come from Michigan, because I have friends from Michigan.
Mine doesn't.
Mrs. Gilman?
Thank you, Madam President. This was not an easy vote. I know we had a lot of discussion about it the last meeting and tonight, some talks. And I just hope that the mayor finds somebody that's capable of doing the job. If you could give preference to somebody that's within the area and somebody who shows up that maybe didn't even know the job was available, I would hope you give preferential treatment to them. But again, that's if they're capable of doing the job that the city needs. And I know right now with all the projects going on, the FLIP project that's going to be going on for, I hate to say forever, but a very long time, that's a big commitment. And we have a lot of work going on in the city that needs somebody that can handle that. So I wouldn't want your job, wouldn't want to have to put that person in the role. And I thank you, Mr. Sass. I know you're still here with us. But thank you for taking that on. And if Jim applies, he'd have my backing. So just put it up.
Don't think that'll happen.
Also, there's a big festival coming up in town, Memorial Day weekend, Walleye Festival. Make sure everybody's out there getting their bourbon chicken or cheese curds or whatever. Nothing else, Madam President?
Madam President, before you adjourn, just for the record, we did just contact the HR person we've been talking with and instructed them to post it now, so, with the amendments.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, okay, seeing no further business, I want to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Madam President?
Yes, Ms.
I motion that this May body adjourn.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gilman. I have a motion by Mrs. King, seconded by Mrs. Gilman to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. We are adjourned.